Hello everybody,
I'm Tori.
and I'm Nathan, and we are Tori and Nathan Travel. We're very excited today to talk to you about the Blue Lagoon versus the Mývatn Nature Baths. These are the two main spas in Iceland, and when we were going on our trip, we heard a lot of things both ways about which one was the best and which one you should visit and which one you shouldn't visit. So we decided to go to both of them and compare them so that you would have an easier decision when you're trying to decide which one you want to go to.
You ready to get started? Let's dive in.
So we're going to compare about 8 or 9 different categories, and we're going to pick the winner for each category and then give our overall thoughts on which one is the best. So let's get started with category 1.
Okay, so comparison number 1 is location. So the Blue Lagoon is 45 minutes outside of the city of Reykjavik, which is the capital of Iceland, and 15 minutes from the airport. Myvatn Nature Baths is in the north side of Iceland and is probably about 8 hours from Reykjavik. So not even a comparison there. So if you are simply wanting to do something that's close to the city, or you have a long layover and you want to hit the Blue Lagoon definitely wins out for the best location.
So the next comparison we're going to do is cost. So the Blue Lagoon is going to cost you at least $100, and it could be more depending on if you book it for a prime time slot during the day. Now, the Myvatn Nature Baths only cost around $50.
Okay, so we're here in the thermal waters.
Yeah.
Totally blue. Super, super warm. It costs roughly $50 a person.
Yeah.
So in that comparison, the Myvatn Nature Baths is the clear winner.
Okay, comparison number 3 is the amount of time that you have to book in advance. So it is recommended for the Blue Lagoon that you book weeks or at least days in advance. We got lucky. We actually booked the day of, but we got the last time slot at night. 9 o'clock at night, they close at 10, so not really ideal. Surprise, we're going to the Blue Lagoon.
We weren't sure if it was going to happen.
But then we just decided to do it. What the heck, you know?
They say you should buy your tickets months in advance. Well, we bought them the afternoon of, like 5 hours before we were supposed to go.
And that's why we only got tickets at the last time spot, 9 o'clock, and they're only open till 10. So we're just kind of like...
We're showing up early. We're going to see if we can get in a little
Can we just swim in that?
No,
Oh, that
that's
looks
like the
beautiful.
runoff. It is beautiful.
Oh.
But
I would just... Oh.
we could just save a lot of money. Well, we already paid for tickets.
Oh, we're kind of just hoping that the employee will be nice and let us in a little early. Maybe. Doesn't look too busy.
Babe, that's packed.
Yeah, it looks really busy.
For the Myvatn Nature Baths, you do not have to book in advance. You can just show up and go in. So in this situation, Myvatn Nature Baths takes another point.
The next category we're going to talk about is how crowded is it. So the Blue Lagoon, like she just said, is we went at night, so it was like a 9 o'clock time slot. So I'd say it wasn't super crowded. It might be more crowded at prime times, but it felt pretty normal. Like there was a good amount of space in the pool for the amount of people there. Myvatn Nature Baths, we went in the middle of the day, and it was about the same way. Like there was plenty of pool for the amount of people in there. We didn't ever feel crowded. There was plenty of space. So in that category, we're going to give that a tie. No point to either.
Okay, so the next comparison category is the size of the pools. So at the Blue Lagoon, it is huge. There are several different pools, including a neat cave grotto area that you can go in, and like different tubs, lots of different areas that you can swim around, go in. That place is huge. I don't even know if we went in every part of it. It's so big. The Myvatn Nature Baths is not very big. I would say it has 3 pools. Yeah. And it has a neat little, like a place where water falls out on your head, like a little waterfall thing. Mm-hmm. But definitely a lot smaller. So in this situation, with the size of the pools, the Blue Lagoon is the winner.
So let's talk about the facilities. So both of them have pretty nice facilities. They both have clean locker rooms, bathrooms, and showers. And they both included a locker that you could use to store your belongings in while you're in the pools. And that was included free of charge. I will say, though, for the Blue Lagoon, it was a little bit nicer facilities because they had some of the showers, they had their own privacy. So they have like walls over the shower so that you could shower somewhat in private. The Myvatn Nature Baths, they were mainly just open showers in the locker rooms, which may not be a big deal to you, but some people do care. So that is a point towards Blue Lagoon a little bit there.
And just so you know, they do request very, very much that you shower completely naked, not in your bathing suit. So that's kind of why that matters.
Right. And so another point, though, about the location of the locker rooms and the bathrooms and the showers is that for Myvatn Nature Baths, those are like a separate little outbuilding by the pools. And so they're right there. You walk out of those and you walk, maybe 20, 30 feet over and you can get in the pool. However, for the Blue Lagoon, it's all one giant building. And as you exit your locker room or your bathroom, you walk through the hallway and then you can actually start walking into the pool while you're still inside of the building, which is super nice on a cold night or even just a cold day because you already get to be halfway into the water by the time you walk outside into that cold air. So that made it really nice to walk in the water and also out of the water. It was a really, I'd say, really nice to me. So that would be a clear point to the Blue Lagoon.
Although personally for me, and it may have just been because it was night and there was a lot of people there, but the Blue Lagoon is so much bigger that when you're just with two people, if you don't plan how you're going to meet up, like you could go in and not see each other again, which kind of happened. I was waiting for like 20 minutes, waiting for Nathan to come, and he was waiting in a different spot than me. And that would not have happened at Myvatn, but yeah, still I'd say overall Blue Lagoon is the winner for that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the next category is the Silica mask. Blue Lagoon, it includes the mud mask that you get to apply all over your face.
All right, got a handful of masks.
Oh,
Super, super sticky. 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
It's like drying to my face. Nicely done.
And Myvatn does not include that mask. This could be a pro or a con to you, depending if you think that the Silica mask is really awesome to do on your skin, which it was, or if you think it's kind of gross that a bunch of people do it in the water and then you have dead skin cells in the water. But to us, we really enjoyed doing it, so it was a pro. So we gave that point to the Blue Lagoon.
Yeah, it's a fun experience. Everybody always takes the famous picture with the white mud mask on while they're in the Blue Lagoon. So that's a fun thing to do that you can't do at Myvatn Nature Baths.
Except us, because it was dark.
Yeah. The next comparison is the beverage. Okay, so I don't know if you've really thought about this much, but the Blue Lagoon includes a beverage of your choice in your ticket price. So there's a swim-up bar in the Blue Lagoon, which is really cool, right? So you just like walk right up while you're still in the water, and you get to order your drink. We got an apple cider each, but you can order beers and maybe even wine. So yeah, there's a smoothie option. So that was really cool because you could get that while you're there. On the other hand, Myvatn Nature Baths did not include a drink in your initial ticket price. You could purchase a drink separately, or you could buy a higher tier of a ticket and get drinks included. So you could look at that as a pro or con, depending on if you want the drink. If you want it, you've already got it included with the Blue Lagoon. And if you want it with Myvatn, you can pay extra. So in a way, you get to save the money by not having to pay for that drink up front. But overall, I still preferred them just including it in the ticket price. It just kind of helped you feel like you weren't getting nickeled and dimed, like you paid for your ticket and it was all inclusive.
Yeah, and I feel like it's part of the experience as well because the Blue Lagoon has the whole swim up bar. So it's like, it's huge and you swim up to the bar and you get to carry your drink around the water and then you swim up to the mud mask station and you get to do that. Versus Myvatn, it was like you flag down an employee if you want your drink and they bring it to you.
Yeah. So that point obviously goes to the Blue Lagoon.
All right, the next area of comparison is towels. So at the Blue Lagoon, they include a nice big fluffy towel for you to use to dry yourself off. At Myvatn, they did not include a towel. They did have towels and bathing suits there that you could rent if you didn't have that thing, but we just used our own towel. So if you don't have a towel, then that point goes to the Blue Lagoon because just more luxurious to get the white towel.
Yeah, our towels are like these microfiber, compact travel towels, so they're nowhere near as comfortable or as drying as the big, nice, fluffy white towels we got at the Blue Lagoon. So overall, out of those 9 categories of comparison, we had 6 points to the Blue Lagoon, 2 points to the Myvatn, and 1 tie. So overall, the Blue Lagoon is the winner. And the reason we really picked the Blue Lagoon for winning is, you know, even though you do pay more for the ticket price, that's one of the only downsides to me is you got to book it in advance and you do pay more for your ticket. But with that ticket, it's all inclusive. You get your towel, you get your Silica mud mask, you get the drink, you know, so it's a much more all-inclusive experience, and it makes it a lot more fun. Not to mention, there's a lot more to do with the pools. We could have spent a lot more time there without getting bored. You know, there's a lot more fun decorations like the grotto, and there's bridges that you can swim underneath. It's a really fun place to go, and it's much more memorable. To me, looking back, Myvatn I remember it as if I went to a local pool.
Yeah.
It doesn't really stand out in my memory as a really cool place. But the Blue Lagoon, that was special.
And I know a lot of people kind of dog on the Blue Lagoon for saying that it's just a tourist trap, but like we really liked it. It's one of the tourist traps that we're glad that we did, and we don't regret. And honestly, even if your only time slot that you can get is 9 o'clock at night, we really enjoyed that. It was really romantic.
Yeah.
There's like steam everywhere. It was really fun.
Yeah. Our footage from that night isn't quite as good because it was dark, but we had a blast doing it. And it's the #1 tourist attraction in Iceland. So it's kind of, you know, when you go to Iceland, you want to be able to say that you did that. Like when you get home, people are going to ask, oh, did you go to the Blue Lagoon? You know, and it's just cool to be able to go like, yeah, I went there. It was awesome. Versus nobody's going to ask you if you went to Mývatn Nature Baths. Sorry, guys. You're fun, but...
But, I mean, now you know. You have the option. If you don't want to do the Blue Lagoon, or maybe you've already done it, or you don't have it in your budget to be able to spend $200 or something, there is another option where you can still experience the thermal water.
Right.
At least, yeah.
And I will say, it was very nice the day that we did it because we had been doing a lot of driving and hiking around, and we were tired and feeling a little bit dirty, so... It did make us feel rejuvenated and refreshed. So it was nice, for sure.
Yes. At both of them, the water is very, very blue.
Yes.
And slimy along the bottom.
Yeah.
I guess it's the silica. I don't know.
Silica, the minerals.
The minerals in it make it kind of like sticky water, but it was still very fun.
Very fun.
We definitely recommend it, but we definitely think you should do the Blue Lagoon if you can only pick one between the two.
Exactly. Thank you for watching this video, guys. If you're interested in seeing any of our Iceland trips, go watch our vlogs. We did a vlog for every single day that we were there, and they are awesome. It could give you a good, you know, idea of what you want to do on your trip there.
Yeah, we did a whole trip around the ring road. So if that's what you're planning, then our content is perfect for you.
Exactly.
And we hope you'll subscribe and stick around because we have lots of other fun things planned, including baby.
Travel with the baby, guys.
If you want to see our baby, then you should subscribe.
That's right. It's going to be one heck of a cute baby. I mean, look at that mother. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.